Breaking costume news. All sorts of brand new Disney park costume looks have debuted over these past hot, sweltering summer months, with lots of great teasers for awesome new things to come. Plenty of stuff you probably missed. So let's not waste any time. We've got dozens of new costume news stories to look at. Live-action Ariel has made her way to the Disney parks, and she is gorgeous with her unique meet and greet locations at both Disney World's Hollywood Studios and Disneyland. I really, really love this new look. From the wig to the dress, it's perfectly done. It's giving me the best vintage Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I literally love the set dressings for both of the locations. Disney World has this big, beautiful movie screen sunset thing. Of course, it's Hollywood Studios, right? But over at Disneyland, they have this gorgeous cabinet full of curiosities, including a lot of sea life friends. Disneyland gets the sea life friends, Hollywood Studios just gets photos of them. But honestly, both locations are so different, but so beautiful. This whole experience, live action Ariel, was a total win for me in the parks. Hollywood Studios also finally reopened Pixar Place, packed with new meet and greets like Frozone. You know what though? Now I want to see a live stage musical of Frozone and Elsa just hanging out. This place is packed with awesome meet and greets like Frozone, Edna, even the Monsters Inc. gang, and we've managed to aggregate them all into one fun Pixar spot. I really love that. In that vintage red brick Pixar studio area that thankfully they're making use of and didn't just tear down and abandon. I really love it back there, and it would be fun to see some other new Pixar costume characters like Pixar's Elemental, which was a nice slow burner of a summer blockbuster hit. People are loving it across the globe. I certainly loved it. And there are two gorgeous costumes of Ember and Wade at the American red carpet premiere of the film. Ember looks really nice. I love the detail of the fabric, that fire headpiece. Everything looks really, really sharp. Even that metallic fabric that they replicated for her outfit. It's gorgeous. Wade is also fantastic, but he's like so oddly shaped. Now I love that it looks like there is a plus-sized performer inside of Wade, because Wade is this nice round robust character, and that warms my heart a little bit, but he's proportioned so oddly. Just so oddly. Ember's proportions worked out great, and Wade just looks like a goo human. But you know what? That's what he is. He's literally made of water. He's just a goo boy. Over at the old Playhouse Junior Disney Theater at California Adventure, there is a fun playtest done with a robot Groot that was free roaming. Now, this is based on the 2017 version of Groot, all the way back in Volume 2. Meanwhile, we're living Volume 3, baby. Disney Plus had just dropped. What do we do with toddler Groot in the parks? Man, Groot is a menace in theme parks. There's so many Groots. You got baby Groot, teen Groot, adult Groot, kaiju Groot, thick boy, small boy, stick boy. I can't keep up. You can't just keep putting more versions of Groot at Disneyland. Stop it. Now, I did like the costumes for what was obviously the Imagineer robotics controllers who were standing by. They were wearing fun Ravager costumes, and the whole stage was done up with some really fun set dressings. I was shocked that this didn't roll out immediately into a guest experience, so something must have happened with the playtest that proved it wasn't ready, because the videos they shared, this thing looked great. This playtest was only done for a select amount of guests that got to see it for Project Kiwi. That's what they called this young Groot robot, a Kiwi. Look, The Simpsons taught us what happens when you let free roaming robots into a theme park, all right? There you go, Kenny. Drop in a clip.
We need more Bort license plates in the gift shop. I repeat, we are sold out of Bort license plates.
Disneyland's After Dark Pride Night in June looked like a top-notch after-hours event. And let me say, Clarabelle was truly the star of the evening, rocking hard in that parade and just living her best life. I love the whole host of new outfits for the Fab Five and friends. Their outfits looked pretty spot on. I adored all the bright, colorful fabrics and designs we got. The rainbow energy of the entire park that night was superb. There were so many balloons, Treb Henning would have been thrilled. He's still with us. I don't know why I said would have. Seriously, there was a massive balloon arch, like right over Main Street. Here's to you, Treb. You're still floating out there, buddy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch our evolution of Mickey balloons. It has an incredible story in it. The After Hours event hosted a rare sighting of the Hercules Muses, which, funnily enough, have the same costumes on that they wore nigh decades earlier in the original Hercules parade. We were all expecting muses dressed in white robes, and they brought out the Zero to Hero red muses outfits with the feathers. None of us were expecting that. Disneyland's campus was rocking super hard with a brand new musical over at California Adventure, Rogers the Musical. Man, oh man, these costumes were great. Pulled literally right out of the Disney Plus special. Now, I feel like we need to just make a whole video about this musical once it's all over, a retrospective, a look back, and so expect that soon. But in the meantime, the only question I really have is, where are the Chitauri costumes from the Hawkeye show? They were the coolest part of the costuming in the original bit, and they were cut from the musical. Give me back those rad Chitauris. Now I know why, there's a lot of face paint involved with those guys, but still, I really like those Chitauri costumes. Disney Plus's June smash hit Secret Invasion brought Nick Fury to Avengers. I couldn't even keep a straight face trying to make the joke. Secret Invasion helped bring Nick Fury to the Disney parks over at Avengers Campus, and I love this. In his red cap, his eye patch, and his trench coat. This is fantastic, and for whatever reason, the character then did these 10-minute SHIELD training exercises with park guests, I guess to prepare them for the impending Skrull invasion. I don't know. It was a bit of an odd tie-in. I love the costume, I just don't understand why. I said that it's SHIELD. Kenny argues that S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't exist anymore. I actually don't know the exact pretense for the training exercise show. I imagine it was something with initials. Oh, sword. But how do I know that this Nick Fury wasn't a Skrull himself? Speaking of, there are Skrulls at Disneyland. One of my favorite gimmicks from the entire Secret Invasion run was a Skrull usher wandering around outside Rogers the Musical Theater doing little bits and tasks. I really, really love this bit. But now that we know that there are Skrulls at Disneyland, so I can't trust anybody. I would roll the dice on the fact that that Skrull that made a quick appearance over at Avengers Campus was possibly a playtest for a fun costume, potentially for the Oogie Boogie Bash later in the year, but time will tell. And because it's June, hey, why not? Disneyland also showed us Mickey and Minnie's Christmas outfits for the 2023 Christmas seasons in a piece of concept art that you couldn't have waited till July. That's the whole pun. That's the whole thing, you know? Christmas in July, baby. Minnie's dress looks gorgeous. Of course, she's an icon. And I love, love, love seeing Mickey in layered looks. It helps distract the fact that there's just a 5'6" woman inside that costume. Mickey's layered looks really bulk up the body compared to that giant head. And I love, love, love that. And so this will potentially look really great. I can't wait for the Christmas season. Perhaps one of my favorite new looks on this list is Tiana's brand new Bayou look for her future Tiana's Splash Mountain Super Fun Time Water Ride Beignet Merchandising Machine. Look at this new Tiana Bayou look. It's gorgeous. I love it. The high boots, the green color palette is super, super fun. And I'm really loving that giant pink bright necktie. That's just a perfect accent for the entire look. Not to mention that hat. I love that hat. We see lots of princesses out there with alternative looks, and this is a great alternative look for Tiana, giving her a lot more versatility to stomp around on fun stage shows or parades. I can't wait to see what they do with this costume. Potentially, this is the outfit that we might see a robot Tiana on the ride wearing. Everyone loves meeting robots. Cut to the Simpsons clip again.
Bort?
Come along, Bort.
Are you talking to me?
No, my son is also named Bort.
The 4th of July always brings an iconic flyover of the Air Force, I believe it's the Air Force, with their big fighter jet planes and their big muscly machines, and the special occasion deemed right for Aviator Goofy and Minnie to make a special appearance inside the hub of the Magic Kingdom. And my goodness, I love these outfits on these two. They're just perfect. I would fly anywhere with Minnie and nowhere with Goofy. I've been on that flying ride out back at Magic Kingdom, man, and it's rough. I believe that gentleman flew through a billboard. Right outside the hub of the Magic Kingdom, Merida gave her last meet and greet this July because that entire space is about to be closed down and retooled into a brand new Encanto meet and greet space. Now I love this. The foliage has already overgrown that area pretty well, so it kind of is hidden away. And if they build a nice little scale casita in there with, you know, like shutters that wiggle and stuff, and you can meet Mirabel and Bruno underneath, I think that that is a home run. And it potentially sets the stage for some really fun things to happen during holiday or ticketed events. You might see other members of the Encanto family out there for special engagements, you know? It might be hard to find a big, buff, muscly Luisa to be in the parks 24/7, but they might find one for a Christmas party or something, you know? Holiday photos with mistletoe Luisa, you know? If they did muscly Luisa, the line would stretch through Tomorrowland to meet that woman. I guarantee it, Yellow Shoes. Call me. Seriously though, if we don't get to see like a Bruno experience there for the Halloween events where it gets turned green and like swirly and smoky, you know how Bruno does, I'll be very disappointed, Disney. The Food and Wine Festival finally opened over at Epcot in July. You know, everyone loves that. Eating beef and like hot stew in 105-degree heat, record heat waves the same week that thing opened. But at the Odyssey, there's a brand new Brew-Wing lab, and there are Muppets at Epcot once again. I love it. I'm an absolute sucker for it. The peanut butter and jelly sticky wings were wildly good, and the pickle milkshake wasn't too bad either. It was more vanilla-y than pickly. It worked. I don't know what you want me to say. I really love the set dressings, though, of this space. It's very Muppet Vision energy in there. There's some really fun Muppety gags all around the walls, and you gotta stick around to watch Bunsen and Beaker truly make a fool of themselves. This isn't really costume news, other than the Odyssey got a costume, and that's the Muppets. And building costumes count, gosh darn it. The Haunted Mansion movie opened in July, and to celebrate that, Disney World brought out all of the spooky Boo to You characters and put them in front of the mansion, and they did like a whole thing. This is clearly them, you know, they cast the team, they brought them all in to try on the costumes and makeup, and they're like, all right, come on, we gotta shoot something real quick. I know you're not gonna put these costumes on for another month and a half, but get out here. Not really though, it's already the middle of August when I'm filming this, and the park's already open to the Halloween event, so Halloween comes too early, guys. Also in July, I don't know, Yellow Shoes is apparently a big fan of Disney Dan because they put out a job posting for a Joe Gardner jazz pianist for In the Parks. Man, I cannot wait to see what comes of this. This, of course, was a suggestion I made on 5 characters I thought were missing from Epcot, a great video you could watch here. August kicked off with a brand new costume for Elsa in Fantasmic. I guess it's an upgrade on her transformation dress for her signature moment in the brand new revived Fantasmic. I guess they upgraded it because it wasn't like laying over her blue dress that's in the first look correctly, and it kind of looked not good enough, so they did a new one. Another surprise costume to pop up at Hollywood Studios takes us over to the Beauty and the Beast live show, where the Enchantress has a new bright green dress for her dramatic reveal at the top of the show. This, of course, mimics that stained glass green dress she has in the movie, replacing that old purple outfit that they've been using in this show for decades. A costume character experience casting was announced in August for the upcoming Wish film. The character Asa, who you can see here, she's in it's a beautiful dress. I can't wait to see this dress translated into real life. This movie's gonna be fun. Nothing to do with the boat. Nothing to do with the boat. So, but I can't wait to see the movie. Not sure where she'll be meeting and greeting people in the parks, but I guess it'll probably be somewhere you see princesses now. We'll make a wish and stick her in. The not-so-scary Halloween party has officially kicked off because it's in the middle of August, of course, and the Sanderson sisters have been added to the Florida Spoopy lineup. So now you can see the Sanderson sisters, which were initially incorrectly announced to be a Disney Wish exclusive, that are now just in every park. They're just everywhere. The costumes are incredible. The costumes are truly incredible. We just got to keep an eye on that Minnie Mouse Sanderson sister wig hairline. Yikes. Disney also surprised me as I was making this video with an announcement that Ashoka will be meeting guests in the Disneyland park alongside her brand new Disney Plus show that's releasing on August 23rd. This makeup and costume looks perfect. Honestly, it's like a picture-perfect version of Ashoka pulled right out of the live-action Star Wars shows we've been seeing all over Disney Plus. Now don't forget, Oogie Boogie Bash is just around the corner, and luckily for us, we have a cameraman there for the opening night of the event, so expect a video recap from us about all the fun new costume experiences they have there. And even more exciting, there's a brand new Disney on Ice show that's about to debut this September and hit the road across America, and it will now feature for the first time ever Frozen 2, and of course Raya and the Last Dragon. And thank goodness, because we need fresh Frozen content in these Disney on Ice shows. Every single show that Disney on Ice does has a Frozen segment, and let me tell you something, as someone who's seen dozens of these over the past few years, I'm ready. I'm ready. Show yourself, Frozen 2. Show yourself. That is yes, Kenny, that is a song from Frozen, yes. Kenny, a huge Frozen 2 stan, obviously. I hope you enjoyed our breaking news recap. I love doing these. Let me know in the comments which costumes I might have missed or which costumes you are excited to see in the coming months at the Disney parks. Lots of fun things coming. There's a whole Disney Christmas park party coming. Who knows what fun things may unmask themselves there. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you go across all of the holy social media channels and follow and interact and send me hellos, likes, and comments and I don't know what people do on social media anymore. It's a terrible place. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, you rock.